Hey,
Good, you?
good. Nick, what did it feel like to get back out there for you personally?
Felt really good because this is the best I felt in a long time since I've been injured. Finally getting to show that too. Show my speed, show my explosiveness, so it felt really good.
Has all that come back? Are you back to where you were before?
Yeah, I would say so. Also, with the GPS stuff we use, kind of backs that with the data and stuff, so I feel like I am.
What was your perception of the way Jalen played in Game 1?
Really good. Obviously, he thought he could do some things better, but everybody could do that. But for a debut, first time out there, he did really good.
He seemed fairly disappointed in some aspects of the team's performance on Sunday. Is that how a lot of the guys felt, or perhaps how you felt?
Yeah, I felt like we left some things out there. We did some sloppy play. I had a unsportsmanlike penalty too. Whether I knew the rule or not doesn't matter, but just little things like that, we could be more efficient in our offense.
Yeah, that unsportsmanlike conduct on Jalen's fumble after the play, is it kind of, obviously with practice and stuff and being able to have that intensity and that energy, is it kind of hard to contain that energy and that intensity and still stay within the confines of the game? Did you kind of realize that on Sunday?
To a degree, yes, but also I wouldn't put it on that. I'm not going to say I didn't know the rule. I just didn't recollect it, and I saw a guy just jump on our guy, so I tried to protect my team and get him off, but you can't do that, so that's my fault.
For a guy like Charles Rambo to go out there, obviously he's been working a ton behind the scenes, quietly go for over 100 yards. How happy were you to see him play very well?
Really happy. Like you said, he's been working hard, and one of the question marks is the receiver group with losing Marquise, and he's specifically playing his position, so for him to step up and have a big game like he did first game was really good.
Do you feel like that pressure of replacing Marquise has kind of weighed on Charleston, or has he put that aside?
No, I think he wants to be his own player. That's one of his best friends. It's a friendly competition with everybody, but I think he just wants to prove who he is as a player.
I know obviously CD and Marquise have been great mentors for him. How much do you feel like he's learned from them and yourself as he's kind of grown up behind the scenes?
I think just taking the plays of success and also understanding that there are going to be ups and downs, whether you drop a pass, miss a block, things like that. You just got to keep playing because you're out there for a reason and you're going to make plays.
How would you describe his style of play? Is he a burner? Is he a possession guy? What do you think?
I would say burner, definitely. He's probably the fastest receiver we have, so yeah, he's definitely a burner.
As a receiver, do you love when Jalen's hitting just about everybody? I don't think anybody had any more than 3 catches, but he had 10 different guys. As a receiver, whenever you not break the huddle, but get out there and know that's potentially coming your way, what does it do for you as a player?
Keeps you on your toes more. Obviously, we have certain plays designed for certain people, but understand that he spreads the ball out and makes you sure that you have to stay on your toes and be ready for the ball.
I know, obviously, you mentioned earlier that several different guys have caught the football. How exciting is it for you guys as a whole receiving core that, yeah, maybe Marquise is gone, but at the same time, there's a lot of balance and different guys that can do a lot of things in this offense?
It's exciting because you understand there's going to be more opportunities. It's not just for a specific person or player, but just understand you got to be ready and be ready for that moment and take advantage of it.
How much more you guys focused on run blocking when you consider how much more the quarterback's going to get up the field versus the last several years? It's got to be a real focus in practice to just make sure you guys are fitted up and running your feet.
It always has been since Coach Raleigh's been here, but I got Coach Gundy. He's a very blunt person, and he makes sure if you don't block, you're not going to be out there. But Coach Simmons does that well with the outside receivers too. So understanding that's a huge part of our game. That's how you spring the long runs is the wide receiver blocking, not just the O-line.
I remember back in the spring game, it seemed like you had a pretty good chemistry already with Jalen in that one, and just wondering how's your rapport kind of grown from when you got here, the spring until now, because it seems like it's still pretty good based on Sunday night.
Yeah, it kind of naturally just happened, especially in the summer. I was just doing extra drills every day after practice or workouts, and he'd be out there too, and so naturally we'd just start running routes, do things like that. So I think it grew over time, but the summer was big for us.
Is there anything there with him being such a veteran player, yourself being a veteran player, is there anything to that connection at all too?
Just being in big games before, that's a different mentality, different experience, because that's the best teacher in football and a lot of things in life, but just understanding we've seen a lot of ups and downs. We've gone through a lot of adversity and understanding that the next play, the next moment, whatever it is, you have that opportunity. You got to take advantage of it.
For a guy like you who's been in the program a long time, how would you compare Sunday night season opener to others? Obviously the whiteout, Sunday night vibes. Was it different at all, or was it kind of business as usual?
That was one of the things I noticed and I commented on the sidelines was the vibe was different, especially on the defensive side of the ball. How they were flying around, going after the ball, making plays. And also the whiteout, that was cool. We normally do stripe the stadium, but I really enjoyed the whiteout.
Nick, when Jalen first announced he's coming to Oklahoma, what was your impression of him as a quarterback from what you knew at Alabama? And how has that changed now that you've worked with him and played with him? I'm not talking about personality or intangibles. I'm talking about just the kind of quarterback he is.
I would say the narrative, obviously, he's not a natural thrower, so I've heard that, but I didn't pay too much attention to that because I want to get out there with myself. Like whether a guy's hyped up or has a lot of notoriety, I want to see for myself. So he definitely can throw better than people label him. I would say that's the biggest thing, and he's more explosive than people give him credit for.